That's right. LS or LT, he gon' make it pop. That's right. Down in Fort Worth, wrenching round the clock. That's right. Willie Rebuild, they call him Mr. Miyagi. Tools in his hand, moving fast like a Kawasaki. Swap so clean, lead a block and shock. That's right. Torque so mean, make the pavement talk. That's right. If you need it done right, bring it to the OG. Willie got the keys to the muscle car trophy. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
What's up, gang? It's Willie Rebuild back with another one. That's right. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Hit that like button, gang. Share the videos. Now what y'all getting ready to see is y'all getting ready to see the progress move a little bit faster, gang. That's right. I gotta stack this deck of cards so I can have a winning hand. I gotta stack this deck of cards so I'm not looking like the bad guy in the situation, gang. To the people that been following the channel, most of y'all know that I don't leave cards outside. I bring all my cards inside, but the last couple of cards I've been dealing with, the process haven't been going as smooth, and Willie Rebuild been getting a bad name behind that. I got some people in the comments hit me up, want work done, talking about they call to stay outside. Well, the only way your car get outside is if you're not moving the way how I'm telling you to move. See, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't see. You see the LS swap stuff, you see the metalwork stuff, you see the interior stuff, but what you don't see is the day-to-day jobs that I take in and knock out in a couple of hours. So I can't let you, the guy, the customer, tie my shop up to where I can't make my side jobs, because those are the jobs that move fast and pay the real money. The swap stuff, most of the money you sending to me or paying to me is going through my hand into all these places where you getting these parts from. I don't make motor mounts, I don't make cross members, I don't make converters, I don't make injectors, I don't make harnesses, I don't make none of that shit, which means I don't reap none of the benefits for that. That's for you and your car. Same way when I get ready to buy all that stuff for this car, I'm doing the same thing you gotta do. My money going to somebody else's hand. So let's help Willie Rebuild keep the shop rolling smooth by having everything in order on your end so I can keep everything in order on my end. But enough talking. Let's turn the camera around and see what's going on over here with Mr. Kinko for a second. And then we gonna go outside to Last Chance. So as y'all can see, right here, I got the power steering line made. And as you can see, we got minimum clearance, maybe a ½ inch. But this engine shouldn't move too much because I got a polyurethane mount in there. So it should be minimal movement in this engine and everything should be fine. But once I get the engine running and everything, what I do is I'll put the engine under a load. I'll let somebody sit in the car, hold the brakes and pat the gas so I can watch this pulley. I can watch this pulley and see if it's coming any closer to my fitting. If it is, right now I'm running the 5-inch pulley. The only size I can go down to will be a 4.5-inch pulley. And at that point, even with this 5-inch pulley, I'm gonna probably have to run an underdrive pulley like I told y'all before, but I may wait to see how the pump gonna react, which I got an idea that I'm gonna have to put an underdrive pulley, so I might as well just go ahead and put the pulley on now. I'm getting ready to wire this engine up, and I'm gonna put this up in my membership, the highly wiring. I'm I'm gonna drop that in the membership probably this week. I'm gonna go ahead and get this engine wired up. That way, once my headers get back from ceramic coat, I'll be ready to fire it up. But that's about it right now for this situation with the power steering pump. You see I got the line made. It's a high pressure line to give it a cleaner look, as you can see. With me, a lot of stuff is about detail. I didn't want to run those factory lines. I don't like the extra slack and stuff that you have when you run the factory line. Let's walk outside to last chance. We getting ready to get last chance prepped up to head to the exhaust shop. Same thing. I got the power steering line I just put on. Just like I be telling y'all, you can see in this situation is a lot more rum. Focus. You can see I could put my finger all the way through it. That's a stock power steering gearbox. The one on the Cutlass inside is aftermarket, so it sit a little higher and it give the line less clearance. This here is actually a 5.75 inch pulley. That's a bigger pulley and I got more rum. That's why I try to tell y'all in the comments when y'all asking me about different setups. Not only that, I probably won't be able to show y'all this, but on here I had to get a special adapter. You see that pipe right there? If you notice how long that is, on Mr. Kinko, I'm just using the short adapter and it clear. This one, the adapter is closer to the pulley. So like I told y'all before, same two setups, LS3 Harley brackets, but then you run into different situations where you have to modify and make adjustments. Now, another thing we got going on, just from me moving the car, let me show y'all something here. Just from me moving the car out of the shop, look at the plugs. That's brand new plugs. So what I'm gonna have to do is, before we head to the exhaust shop, I'm gonna have to clean these plugs off just so I'm able to get the car on and off the trailer so the exhaust man can get the exhaust put in. But what I'm getting ready to do now is I'm getting ready to go and get a U-Haul trailer to move the car. And that's right, Mr. Monte Carlo guy, you gotta pay for that. And you gotta pay me to bring it over there to him and sit and wait on your car for 3 hours while he do the exhaust. See, that's why you don't want to bring it, because you don't want to take the time out of your day, go get a trailer, hook it up to your truck, bring it to the exhaust shop, unload it, sit there for 3 hours. That's why you don't want to bring it, because you don't want to take the time out of your day. And I don't want to take the time out of mine either. But if I'm going to do it, I got to be paid to do it, gang. Y'all see the type of situations that come when you run in the shop? See that? Y'all see that shit? See the type of situations? Because a lot of y'all just sit back and come up with all these scenarios, but y'all don't know the scenarios that come along when you're dealing with niggas. That's right, I said it. Niggas. Y'all don't understand that. But see, I know all this because I've been in the car business for 20 years. See, Mr. Miyagi will take and put up with a little bit of your bullshit, but then when I get tired of it, I'ma show it in real time. I'm just doing what the rest of these shops don't do. They don't have a YouTube channel, so they may tell this type of stuff to their buddies when they come around. I'm telling it to the world, the type of fucking bullshit you gotta go through when you're dealing with the fucking customer. But then the customer turn around on their YouTube and on their social media and act like it's the fucking shop. Come on, man. But enough talking. Let me go and get this trailer, and then I'm going to cut y'all back on in a minute. And by the way, it may be dark when I get back. That's right. All right, gang, we back. we done went and got the trailer so we can get Last Chance loaded to head to the exhaust shop. But when I turn the camera around, I want to paint a picture for y'all, a clear picture, so you really understand when I say a one-man band, a one-man army. This is what I mean right here. You see that? We got the trailer right here, but then we got obstacles. We got obstacles in the way. You see that there? We got the box Chevy here that don't run. And we need to get that out the way so we can get back here to Last Chance. So the way we gonna do that is we got the strap right here tied to the box Chevy and tied to the trailer. And now what old Mr. Miyagi about to do is I'm gonna get in the truck and pull it up. And I'm gonna turn y'all back on in a minute. Once I get it moved up, and we'll back up and get Last Chance loaded. It's a one-man situation, baby. That's why I need you to be tight on your game and moving and dancing to my music, so we both gotta be on the same beat. That's right. I'm gonna turn y'all back on in a minute, gang. It's a one-man situation. All right, gang. After some dicking around and bullshitting around, we done finally got the Monte Carlo on the trailer and got the box Chevy pushed back in the spot where it need to go. As y'all can see, it's nighttime. Took a lot of work to get the Monte Carlo on the trailer, especially with one spark plug wire off. Y'all remember earlier in the video when I pulled the one plug, I left the wire off. So it was extra hard to get it on there till I remembered I left the wire off. And by that time, I already had it on the trailer. But what we gonna do now is we getting ready to shut it down for the night. Y'all make sure to set y'all alarm clock to about 7:30. We need to come over here, pull the plugs out early in the morning, get the plugs cleaned up, so we can make it on and off the trailer. And it should run a little bit better once we get to the exhaust shop, gang. So y'all be up at 7:30 and meet me over here at the shop so we can get the plugs took out, cleaned up old school. That's right, gas and a wire brush and some brake cleaner to clean them bitches off and get them back in the motor so we can get Last Chance to the exhaust shop. We this close to getting that motherfucker out the door, gang. So y'all make sure y'all got the alarm clocks on, and I'm gonna cut y'all back on in a minute. Yes, sir, Mr. Miyagi grinding, baby. Late night. That's right. What's up, gang? We back. Next day, we running a little late. We were supposed to be at the shop about 7:30. That's what time I told y'all to set the alarm clock, 7:30. I got up about 8 o'clock, got over here to the shop. It's about 9:30 now. I done pulled the spark plugs. As you can see, cleaned them up the old-fashioned way with some gas, a wire brush, and some brake cleaner. And now I can go ahead and reinstall them, reinstall the spark plugs, and it should be good enough for us to get the car on the lift at the exhaust shop and get the exhaust put on. And after that, y'all can see I cleaned them up a little bit. They was nice and black. But now we got a situation where we should be able to get the car on and off the trailer, and it should run better once we get the exhaust on it, gang. That's right. So let me go ahead and get the spark plugs back installed and we gonna head over to the exhaust shop before it get too late. And the guy don't want to do it today. I'm gonna turn y'all back on in a minute. Once we get the box Chevy moved, get the plugs back in, I'll probably cut y'all back on when we get to the shop, gang. Yes, sir. All right, gang, we done made it over here by my guy over here at River Oaks Muffler, and last chance is up on the lift and one more step closer to leaving the shop. That's right. Looking kind of dusty, but my job with old last chance is almost done. I'm gonna give y'all a look underneath the car. As y'all can see, and like I was telling my guy in the comments, there's not much rust in last chance. Last chance just a rough situation that need a little tender loving and care. But one thing I was looking at, that old 6-speed is hanging down low, baby, and it's as far as it could go up in the tunnel. The only other thing you could do with a situation like that is try to push the motor further forward, but then you're gonna run out of space up in the engine bay. You only can go so far forward, so far back. I got it sitting up a good bit, just as far as I can move it forward without running into clearance issues. But as you can see, and the flow is pretty solid. I had a couple of little spots where I had to weld a few pinholes, as you can see. I need to come back under here and put a little pull 15, but for the most part, it's a solid situation. It was just pinholes, as you can see. Little surface rust right there, nothing major. And it should be a pretty situation. New gas tank in it. Y'all see the vent valve up there. Pretty situation up here, up in here. And old last chance getting ready to go home. Need to loom these wires in. Look at that right there, gang. Fuel pump wire loose. Y'all see that? Old Mr. Miyagi slipping. Fuel pump wire loose right there, baby. That might be why she acting crazy. But now I think it's getting good fuel. The O2 sensors are pretty black and fouled from not having the exhaust on there. But I'm about to let my guy go ahead and do his thing. I'm about to leave. I got other stuff to do. He gonna take care of this, and we gonna come back and check old last chance out once she got mufflers on it, and hopefully it run a little bit better so it's easier for me to move around, gang. I'm gonna turn y'all back on in a minute. Alright, gang, we done made it back, and he just about got the exhaust wrapped up, as you can see. Pretty situation. He just running his last pipe out the side on the driver's side, and we should be done. That's how the customer wanted them. He wanted the pipes coming out the side. I told y'all I follow directions and do it how they want it done. It's not my call, it's not my call. I'm gonna turn y'all back on in a minute. Once he put this last pipe on, I'm gonna get it up. I'm gonna get it loaded up and ready to head out. Try to beat this traffic to get back to the other side of town, gang. Yes, sir. All right, gang, so we done made it back. from the exhaust shop. We back at the shop, and we got another situation with old Last Chance, baby. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around. I'm gonna try to get y'all a little brief demonstration sound of the exhaust as much as I can give y'all, because it's not running right. It's throwing a code for a random misfire. I pulled the plugs out. The plugs getting black. I took them out, cleaned them again. Y'all know I cleaned them this morning. I took them out and cleaned them again, and I pulled one out and checked it, and they getting black, gang. So that means it's running rich. I'm kind of hoping that we don't have a situation, because those of y'all that been around the channel a little while, when I first got this car, y'all remember that all that shit was in the tank, and y'all remember the owner, Last Chance owner, he said they started this car. So I'm hoping that we ain't got a situation where they done fucked the injectors up. That's what I'm hoping, gang. But I'm gonna turn the camera around and try to give y'all a little demonstration right quick, fast. I don't really want to run it too long. Matter of fact, I'm gonna set y'all up back here. I gotta be careful because I seen some fucking bees. They had a big bee nest back here in the Cadillac. I don't know if y'all can see that. I threw some gas on the ass. Y'all see that big bee nest back there, right up in there? I threw some gas on the ass, but I don't know, there's few of them might have survived. So I gotta be careful back here around the Cadillac. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna set y'all up right. Let me see. I'm gonna set y'all up right here. And I'm gonna go and start it and rev it just a couple of times. I don't want to go crazy because, like I said, it's filing the plugs out, gang. So let me give y'all a quick start. Let y'all hear how it sound, and then we gonna end the video, gang. Alright, gang, let's start up for y'all. It ain't nothing too exciting because, like I say, the engine is misfiring. Justin gonna come back over here, look over the tune, because it's hard to try to tune it when you ain't got no exhaust on it. So now that we got exhaust on it, Justin can come back, look over everything. I'll put a fresh set of plugs in for him before he get here, and that way he can do what he gotta do, and we can get we can get Last Chance down the road, gang. We one step closer, but we still got a little ways to go. Once I get it running right, then I can put all the fluids in, coolant. I can top the transmission fluid off and all that there, gang. But until we get Justin over here, we stuck at a standstill. He say he gotta check his schedule. He gonna shoot me a text and let me know, gang. It's Willie Rebuild telling you, the guy at home, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all see the progress where I done brought this car from. I basically raised it from the dead, gang. That's right. Basically raised it from the dead, and now he got a situation where he can head to the paint shop and do whatever you gotta do from there, gang. I'm out of here, baby. I'm going home. That's right.